It's the end of January 2025, so what have the police been up to around Maitland this month? I reckon the police have been policing around Maitland in January because there's a bunch of new cases listed here at Maitland Local Court. Remember, I have no affiliation with the police. I don't work for them. I'm just a member of the public finding out about cases from the New South Wales Local Court. How many people have the police charged and commenced a court case for just during the month of January? Going off the court list, it looks like the police have charged about 200 people around Maitland in January. By the way, the police and the court will have the exact number. These may or may not have had their first mention here at Maitland Local Court. If they haven't, then we would expect to see them appear in the next couple of weeks. But because of the court list, we know that there was an arrest and a court attendance notice for at least 200 Maitland people. So what sort of offending have people been charged with during January? For that, we depend on police issuing a media release, police social media posts, or the journos publishing a story. Or, of course, we could sit and observe in the gallery and find out ourselves. Let's say we don't have time to sit in the gallery, and therefore we're just going to rely on public information outside the courthouse to inform us about what the case is about. Out of the 200 new cases in 2025, I think there is public information about 2 cases. First, of course, is the New Year's Eve police pursuit guy, who is the first Maitland case for 2025. There is both a police media release and media stories. Second is the guy accused of attempting to burn down the Lake Macquarie Council building in November 2024. Again, we can find public information from both the police media release and the media stories. He was arrested in Maitland and therefore the case started in Maitland. I think it's likely that case will be transferred back to Lake Macquarie because that's where the offending occurred. So in summary, police pursuit is the only Maitland case I can find out about. Does that mean 2025 is going to be the year of the police pursuit? I'm Gen X, so therefore I'm going to need more context, people. Here's my questions about police pursuits. First, what type of cars are people doing police pursuits in? Second, do people do police pursuits in their own car or stolen cars? Third, how did it end? Did the cops roll out the road spikes? So for the Maitland New Year's Eve police pursuit case, the car was a blue Holden Commodore, according to the police media release. Now, the defendant was charged with a number of traffic offences. However, there isn't the take conveyance charge or the stolen goods motor vehicle charge, which is the common charges for a stolen vehicle. So does that mean the defendant owns the blue Commodore or they had permission from the owner to drive the blue Commodore? But there's no mention of road spikes, but it is alleged it ended when the car crashed into a petrol bowser. Anyways, I reckon police have been policing around Maitland in January because there's a bunch of new cases listed at Maitland Local Court. But what they're all about, well, there's only limited public information outside the courthouse. I think not hearing about the offending is a missed opportunity for us, the general public outside the courthouse, to be informed about what the police dealt with this month and therefore what the court will have to deal with in the coming months.